of amazing desert animals. Henry!
Over here!
What are you doing there, Henry?
Well, I thought I was on vacation. The brochure promised sun, sand, and sea.
I don't see any sea.
Me either.
Do you even know where you are?
Somewhere called the Sahara Sunshine Resort.
The Sahara? But that's a desert.
Oh, what?
It's a big hot place with lots of sand, but that's not important right now.
So, no free drinks then?
Definitely no free drinks.
Wait till I see that travel agent.
A desert isn't the best place for a vacation, Henry. There's hardly enough water to drink, never mind swim in. And with those cloudless skies, deserts are freezing cold at night and the hottest places on Earth during the day.
Well, at least I'll get a good tan.
Stay out in this heat for more than a few minutes. You won't tan, Henry. You'll fry.
Why didn't I go to Bermuda like all my cousins?
Well, there are some lizards who live here. Deserts aren't really deserted, you know.
They must have had the same travel agent as me.
All kinds of animals survive here, from lizards to beetles to antelope.
They must be crazy.
Look at it this way, Henry. With fewer animals around, there's less competition for food.
Sure, but what food are you gonna get here? Scrub brush salad and sand dressing? And not even an ice cream.
You'd be surprised. All kinds of edible plants and fruits grow in the desert. You just have to know where to look.
Maybe this won't be such a bad vacation after all.
Deserts can be exciting places to visit, but you have to be tough to live here.
I'm an adventurous lizard. I can take it. Sheesh, my throat feels like I swallowed a blowtorch. This desert is hot. I mean, Africa hot.
Well, that's kind of the point with deserts, Henry. Why don't you try getting out of the sun?
Now, there's an idea. Duh.
How about sheltering beneath that rock you're standing on? Even in the middle of the day, it can still be cool in the shade.
A rock? Shade? No sun umbrella? How cheap is this vacation? Okay, I guess it's worth a try. Hey, that is better. What the? Get out of here, you guys!
They need to keep cool too, Henry.
Cool? Talk about shared body warmth. Why can't they just find their own rock?
It can get pretty hot in the desert.
Really? And there's me thinking I was sitting in my furnace.
During the day, the temperature can get hot enough to cook eggs on the ground, and very few animals can survive that.
Me included.
So desert animals have all found their own ways of keeping cool.
Like a built-in fan?
No, like finding some shade, where it's always a few degrees cooler than in the direct sunlight.
Still pretty hot, though.
Sure, which is why some animals have developed more specialized ways of keeping cool. Like these elephants. Their big ears act like radiators. Just like this rabbit's, letting some of the heat escape from the body.
Well, this guy doesn't have big ears.
No, by keeping his feet off the sand, he stays cool.
Cool? Looks kind of goofy to me.
This Kitzlitz's plover.
This whose blubber?
Kitzlitz's plover.
Excuse me. I didn't know you spoke Martian.
Thank you, Henry.
You're welcome. So, this blubber...
Well, she keeps her eggs cool by sitting on them and covering them in stones when she has to leave the nest.
But don't her feathers make her hot?
No, the air trap between her feathers keeps her cool. Her body temperature can be up to 30 degrees cooler than the desert air.
Excuse me, but that's amazing.
Of course, the best way to keep cool is to stay out of the sun altogether. Many desert animals, like these elephant shrews, spend the hot days in nice, cool burrows. In fact, the elephant shrew mainly comes out at night when it's cooler.
And all the clubs are open.
Henry, these guys have a hard enough time staying alive. I don't think they go to clubs.
No nightclubs? That's it. That travel agent is hearing from my attorney.
Oh, Henry. Henry, it's time for your report. Henry, it's time for your special report.
What? Now?
Yes, Henry, now.
Oh.
You are ready, aren't you?
Of course I am. What was it about again?
You're supposed to be telling us all about camels.
Oh, right. Here goes. Okay, camels almost always live in the desert and are really well equipped for living with all that sand. How am I doing so far?
So far, so good, Henry.
I am? Cool. So, camels, yeah. What many people don't know is that a long time ago, the deserts had a lot more water in them, which meant that everybody had to get around in boats. And these boats were sailed by the camels, which is why camels are called ships of the desert. But then, the weather changed. There was no more rain and the sun got much hotter, so the water turned to sand. The camels' boats couldn't sail anymore, and the camels were reduced to carrying the passengers one at a time on their backs.
Are you sure about this, Henry?
Sure, I'm sure.
Okay, so why do they have those humps then?
That's easy. They use one of them to store fuel in. It can be a long way between gas stations in the desert.
I hate to think what they use the other one for.
It's for when they run out of fuel, they just pop open the other hump and pull out their fold-up bicycles. How environmentally friendly can you get? So now you know the truth about camels, and that's straight from the lizard's mouth. So do I get an A or what?
Absolutely and definitely not.
Didn't I even get one bit right?
Not even one, Henry.
Rats.
Well, actually, you weren't completely wrong. Camels are called ships of the desert because they carry people.
See?
In fact, before the car, they were the only way to get across the desert. And they do kind of store fuel in their humps.
I told you!
But it's not gasoline. It's fat. Camels often have to go for long periods of time without eating. And when they do, they burn up the fat for energy.
Burn? Don't they get even hotter?
They don't set fire to it, Henry. Their bodies use the fat up instead of food. They can go for weeks without water, too. Months when the weather's cooler. They can lose up to a third of their body fluid. But when they get to water, they can drink over 25 gallons in a few minutes. If a human tried that, it would kill them.
Excuse me, but that's incredibly amazing.
Camels are amazing animals, Henry. They have long eyelashes to keep the sand out of their eyes.
Cute.
And their feet are especially broad and flat to stop them sinking into the dunes. You know, even their blood is specially designed for the desert. It doesn't thicken when they're short of water, like most other mammals.
Ah, yes. But can they mix me a strawberry milkshake?
Oh, Henry. Who's your friend, Henry?
That's my patent-pending automatic water diviner. I get fed up hanging around for the waiter. This is going to lead me straight to the nearest water. Doesn't seem to be working.
Well, water is very scarce in the desert, you know. Some animals have to go for days without a single drop.
Well, this lizard can't. Hey, I think we got a bite.
Yeah? So where's the water?
I don't know. Ow! Hey, wait for me! Well, hey, look! Water!
Henry, are you okay?
Oh, sure. I love the taste of sand. Where'd the water go?
Henry, I think you just found out what a mirage is.